You're listening to the VegasTourist.com podcast, episode number 259. Welcome back, Vegas. Hit it, Carl. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Vegas Tourist, and yes, this is the VegasTourist.com podcast. This is episode number 259. Welcome back, Vegas, and I do know it has been a really long time since I've been in front of this microphone doing a podcast. Man, yes, it's been, I think July was the last one. So my business is tourism. My career is tourism. My income is tourism. I live in a state where I have a governor who turned the pandemic into a political tool and purposely killed the economy for political purposes, not because he cared about the folks who live here, come here, or do anything else. It's been purely power and politics. That's all it's been. All right. So I got really angry, and I really did not want to come on. So I really curtailed my writing, my audio, and my video because I did not want to bring that anger out. I just would not have been pretty. So I just kind of stayed low and grumbled. But now tourism is coming back, and our governor is being forced to start to relinquish some of his power, and he's not happy about that. So he's making it as difficult as possible. But meanwhile, tourism around the country is opening. So I'm starting to hopefully get a little bit busy. Hopefully things will start to change here. We're starting to see things change down on the Strip. More shows are beginning to open, and it's looking really, really good. I'm doing more virtual tours. I'm doing more audio tours, walking tours, things like that. Like I said, the national parks are opening up. The concessions are opening up. More things for people to do are now opening up, and more tourists are coming to Vegas. I read somewhere where they believe that the UK will open up flights to Vegas starting right around the holidays. And so I'm hoping that stays, because we really need that foreign tour dollars. Like the other nations are realizing that they need to take the U.S. off of their ban list, because it's costing them millions of dollars and thousands of jobs. So all right. And the end of my rant. All right. So if you need a virtual tour or a walking tour, go ahead and give me a call. All right. The one thing I've always loved about Vegas is we are the original Phoenix. We are the modern version of the Phoenix. This town has had more bad luck happen to it. It has collapsed. The economy has collapsed so many times, but we've never been down for very long. And every time we come back a little differently. This town just has a way of giving new birth. And this is a town of second chances. People come here destitute, broke, whatever, but they have an idea and they turn it into a business, and Vegas just gives them that opportunity to be them, which is good, because if you don't want to move here and contribute, this town also has a way of busting your butt. It's just, this is a town for people who want to do something, who want to make something. That's how Vegas operates. And I've always loved that. It's just, okay. All right. So I want to get this out of the way. I just do it. Is what you're seeing in the media about Vegas crime and the panic that this is creating. All right. Now, according to our sheriff and according to the statistics, crime in Las Vegas is up 4%, which is on average compared to other major metropolitan cities. And this is where I always draw the line. Vegas is like any other major metropolitan city. We have 3 million people living here. We get thousands of tourists here. We have crime. Yes, we do. The difference is most major cities aren't media focused, okay, or The media is not focused on what's happening in Minneapolis, what's happening in Atlanta, what's happening in Fort Worth, all right? The media is consumed by Vegas because Vegas is such a unique town because of everything that happens here. So here we are in this lockdown, and the crowds are gone. And so what you're seeing is Vegas in its raw. Pre-pandemic, this is what I would explain is because of our excellent law enforcement here and the excellent private security within the resorts, within the casinos, you don't see a lot of the apprehensions and things like that, because you're walking down the strip and there's thousands of other people and all these bright lights and all this other stuff is happening. Your attention is going elsewhere as you're walking past the Flamingo, for example. There's a driveway there, and especially at night, there's always 2 or 3 cop cars there, and they're always busting somebody there. All right, you don't see that normally because you're well, now the crowds are gone. You're walking the strip at a leisurely pace. And the low-life criminals are still here. In fact, a lot of them have moved here. So now as you're walking down the strip, you're seeing the arrests, you're seeing the crimes, you're seeing the police, you're seeing the security forces, you're seeing more of what has always been there. You just didn't notice it because all of the other stuff going on. Okay? I mean, there's been times where I have seen the police on bikes literally ride their bike, chasing somebody, go right into the casino on their bikes. If you were to follow them within about 2 or 3 minutes, they're gone because they've moved it out of the way. They moved it out of your visual. Well, now, because the crowds aren't there, and because the hotel is working at 50% occupancy, they've laid a lot of the security people off, or the floor people off. So it takes a little bit longer for them to get it under control and moved out of your visual. So you're seeing it more. Now, I'm not making, I am not making an excuse for this or anything else like that. Our sheriff has made it very clear. Crime is up 4%. That's it. Crime in Phoenix and Los Angeles and San Francisco and Salt Lake City and all these other major metropolitan cities are up as well. 40% of the people they apprehend come here from Arizona, and a lot of them from California, and they have criminal backgrounds. They're part of gangs or a crime syndicate or something like that. And they're here because of the frustrations. They've been bottled up. Arizona and California have stricter lockdowns than we do. And so these people are frustrated and they're angry. They're unemployed. They have nothing to occupy their time. Come to Vegas. Get out of LA, get out of Phoenix, come to Vegas. All right? Other people are just frustrated, okay? This virus, the cure, the lockdown, is creating more harm, more damage than the actual virus is doing. And so without the crowds, you're seeing Vegas at its raw, and you're seeing the things you didn't see before. And this is happening in every other, again, we're a city of close to 3 million people. We have the same problems that every other city of 3 million people have. Homelessness, vagrants, crime, okay? It's just because Vegas is on the media radar, we get more airtime, we get more publicity than other major metropolitan cities because of that. So Vegas, I still have 190% support of our law enforcement here. in Metro, we have some of the best people on earth. What these people have to do every day, what they see day in and day out. God bless them, man. And yes, they're doing a very, very good job. So just keep that in mind when you look at the media. 2 people were arrested, blah blah blah. It's just we get more publicity than other major metropolitan cities. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. If you're coming to Vegas, I'd like you to use my affiliate link, getaroomvegas.com, to book your rooms here. Get some really good deals on there, up to 50% off. All right? Yes, thank you. Okay, the big thing that's in the news that has got everyone's attention right now is CIRCA, that new casino resort opening in downtown Las Vegas on the Fremont Street Experience. Derek Stevens and his brother, the gentleman who own the D and the Golden Gate, they bought block 18 there and just leveled everything. And they are opening CIRCA, which is I think like 40 stories tall. They are going to open the first five floors on October 28th, and they're doing that because they want to open up the casino and the sports book. This is going to be the world's largest sports book. But not only is it going to be a very large sports book, it has up on the second or third floor, whatever it is, they have 6 pools. Now the pools are going to be temperature controlled and they're going to be open all year round. And they're having this mega set of screens, television, monitors, whatever that you want to call them, that you can watch, and it's going to be mostly sports, plus other events. But this is very sports centric, okay, very sports focused, the really big thing is that it's going to be 21 and older only, and it's been really fun to watch people online because they're like, oh no, I'm not going to go there, blah blah. Because they've also set the room rates higher than everyone else downtown. So they're going after a very select clientele, all right? They have 777 rooms. And they're not going to have a whole lot of trouble filling them because of the fact that kids are not going to be allowed. If you bring your kids in, they're going to go, look, we own the Golden Gate and we own the D. Go over there. Kids are, there's like one restaurant right by the entrance that's going to allow children as long as they're with their parents. And it's so funny because all of these people online are like, I'm not going to go there, and they made it very clear. Cool, not a problem. We have two other hotels that you can stay at. Not that big of a deal. Thank you. Then across the street is the Garage Hall, this 9-story, 900 spot car garage. It's just, I've seen photos. One of them shows one of the suites has bunk beds in it. Although this is adults only, they have a couple suites that have bunk beds in it. That's cool. It's just the whole thought behind this is so modern that you really do not have to go and engage yourself in the ilk of Fremont Street, the whole freak zone down there. You don't have to partake in all that and still be downtown and still have a great time. This is so fun. I am so excited about this happening. So are a lot of other people. Okay, so yeah, it is going to be fun. I am really looking forward to it. And you're going to see more of this on the website, the Vegas Tours, as well as our social media feeds with that as well. So, Vegas is coming back, and I like that. It's just there's a new feeling that is starting to work its way through Vegas, and that is, that our governor is being forced. His hands are finally being forced to relinquish some of the power that he's had for the last 6 months. as these other nations who, for whatever reason, banned Americans because we carried the virus, blah blah blah, as they're going bankrupt because the American tourists are not going over there. They're starting to go, we need to open up the borders and get the tour money flowing. So okay, yeah, we'll take America off of that list. And of course, it's the whole financial behind it, and the fact that most of the hoopla about this virus is just politics in general. But anyway, words coming down that the UK might be opening by the holidays, which would be huge because that's a huge market for us. Australia, which is our second largest market after Canada, that might not happen until after the new year. But the whole vibe with CIRCA opening. Big Elvis came down to the Strip. He opened up on Thursday. That was so fun to see it. Big Elvis. If you've not seen Big Elvis, it's a free show. It is at Harrah's. Nice guy, Pete. Pete is one of the nicest guys you'll ever see, you'll ever meet. He loves his fans. He loves you, and he just shows it. And because the show on Thursday was kind of a last minute deal, it was funny because in the beginning there was only probably a half dozen people in the, wasn't even a dozen in the room, the diehards. But it's so fun to watch because they had the patio open and people heard that voice. They heard that Elvis Presley voice. And they followed that voice, and I think Pete is back up to. I think he's up to 500 pounds. He was at his worst. He was like 980 pounds. The last couple of years, he's been down in the fours. I think he got down into the 300s, and now he's going back up. But but still, it's just to hear, to see him and hear him. But what I'm getting back to is, because it was just us diehards. In the beginning, he did some old Elvis Presley stuff, the stuff you normally don't hear or you forgot because it's not the popular stuff, it's the good stuff. And to hear Pete do that, to hear Big Elvis sing vintage Elvis Presley, it was just, you just knew it. Knowing that Big Elvis is there, Vegas is back. It's just so, yeah. He plays at the piano bar at Harrah's, and I'll have the links at the website, The Vegas Tour. So Vegas is coming back. We've got 3 or 4 shows that have opened up. The big bus tour runs up and down the Strip, downtown. I've got some other things happening here that'll show you that. Red Rock is just packed. Zion, to do the Zion shuttle, you have to have a reservation and all that. So tourism is coming back. Vegas is open. Vegas is opening more and more each and every day. So I am looking forward to it. So yeah, if you need it, if you want a virtual tour, walking tour, hit me up. But yeah, so would love to hear from you, your comments, your questions, your suggestions, things like that. I'm going to wrap this up because otherwise I can talk for hours here. But because I'm excited about this. I am really excited about the fact that Vegas is back. Vegas is opening up. So, all right. Again, follow me at thevegastourist.com. Visit my Amazon. If you want to book a room, go to getaroomvegas.com. Get you some really good deals there. If you want to book for any other city, getaroomhere.com will take you to booking.com. So yeah, it's all there. All right. I'm Mark Anthony, the Vegas Tourist, and I will catch you all later. Normally right about now is when I say goodnight, Gracie, and I have whoever's with me follow suit, but I'm by myself, so there's no Gracie, so I will see you all on the next show. All right? Bye.
getting dark. The show's about to start down on Fremont Street. There's a party going on every night of the week in Vegas. Now there's people everywhere with perfume in the air on the downtown street. You can roll the dice, hit it twice, be a winner. You can clap your hands, play a game of chance.